Hey, hey, Tyrone, what was that song you were playing there the other day? The one on Master Nature's video. I kind of like that one. Do you think maybe you could play something like that? Something like that. I like that. It was cathartic for me. It was cathartic, and
Yeah, Stanley. Yeah, of course. Well, well, I do like this one too. I do like this one. You might like this one too. I feel it's very cathartic for me as well. And you're gonna like this one. Yes, Stanley. By the way, I need to talk to you then about well, of course, about Master Nature and
oh yeah, I think we need to talk. I do. I agree with you. Yeah, he's been doing some. Well, he's been really pissing me off too lately, and I think we need to have a meeting of the minds here, and well, we need to figure out a strategy here on what we want to do with him. And hey, we can bring in the kid involved. I don't know. We can get the kid involved too. I mean, MD could be like a decoy. MD could be like a decoy or something, and then we can hatch our plan. We can hatch our plan. See, we need a decoy. We need a fucking decoy, don't we, Tyrone? Don't we?
yes, we do. Yes, we do, Stanley. We definitely need a decoy. MD, well, he does make a good decoy. I gotta say that. And plus, he's happy right now. I think he got some gold, right?
Yeah, look. Well, don't ask me about that. Just don't. But show me that song. Show me that song you want to show me.
Okay. Here it is. I hope you like it. I do like it. It really kind of brings me down a little bit. Like when I'm really up there, it takes me down a notch. Here it is.
Yeah, that's it, baby. That's it. Yeah, I like that one. All right, let's go. All right.
Walking down the street, some assholes glued to his phone.
Yeah, that's right.
Head so far up his ass, he don't know where he's going. Slams right into me, not a single damn word. I think, motherfucker, you've got some nerve. Then some douche on a bike flies through a red light, flips me off like he wants to fight. I step off the curb, but he's gone like a flash.
You like this, Stanley? You like it?
Yeah, it's good. I do like it. Yeah, that's right. All right. I wouldn't use a bat though. I wouldn't use a bat.
At the coffee shop, some quick cuts a line with a grin. Acting like
Yeah, well, I thought you like it.
My friend. I clear my throat, give him a deadly glare. He looks back like what? I say, don't you fucking dare. Please fuck around, please, so I can help you find out.
Guys, what are you doing?
Oh, here we go. Here we go with this shit again.
Oh, guys, come on. How are you doing this behind my back, by the way?
Well, your crystal don't work.
All right, that's it, guys. All right.
Ah, fuck off.
Master Nature, just let... No. Yeah, all right. Oh, sorry, guys. Sometimes they have powers that I'm not even aware of, and apparently they can make their own videos now without my awareness. Keep that in mind. Oh, boy. I can only imagine. I hope there's not any more of these, by the way, that I'm just happen to find out about. But anyway, I was going to do a quick one anyway, so I guess it's kind of good. Man. Oh, little angry here. Yeah, so I was watching that video cam. I just happened to pick Jules at True Crime. You guys know who she is. If you don't, definitely check her stuff out. But I happened to pick her and her showing of that. But, oh my... So, yeah. So, we hear... Now, I don't know. I'm assuming this is Murphy. But I do not know. This could be a totally different dog. It could. Keep that in mind. I don't know if it's Murphy. So, I'm just going to say dog. Okay? But this dog is... If you guys have not seen this yet, which you probably have, because you're the garden. But if you have not watched this yet, I highly encourage you to watch at least, well, you're probably going to watch like the hour. It's 3:30 to 4:30. 3:30 to 4:30. But I highly encourage you to watch from, well, let's say 4:07 all the way through to 4:30. The dog is barking for at least 15 minutes straight. And the dog is outside the house. How do I know this? Because the dog is not muffled. The barking is not muffled to any degree. The dog is outside. The dog is definitely outside, barking consistently for at least 15 minutes at the top of his barking lungs, right? At the top of his dog lungs. And the first thought I had was, where the fuck is Dylan and Bethany in this situation? Where are they? And you're telling me that they're ignoring, they don't do anything, they don't hear the dog barking. For 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes straight, they don't hear a dog barking at the top of his lungs. And at 4:24 timestamp, there is a dark-colored sedan that drives right past that same view that we see in the camera view. That car driving on by too. But apparently that's not a suspect car either. Right, Moscow Police Department, you son of a bitch? You sons of bitches. You sons of bitches. You really snakes. You're really snakes. You are snakes. Wow. And they're trying to say that that light-colored car, the one that's not dark, right? Well, of course they're saying that's Brian's car. Bullshit now. Much more bullshit now. Because where's that car at 4:24 going? And guess what? The dog's still fucking barking. The dog is still barking. Dylan, Bethany, you should be under the goddamn jail at this point. Both of you. Moscow Police Department. Your police department needs to be investigated ASAP. I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing, what you're doing here with this. What the hell you did here. But it's all fucking lies, man. It is all lies. And if you already thought that before, wait till just watch. Just watch from 4:07 to 4:30. And ask you, what I hear in between this time frame. Now, I don't feel it's the switching of the segment of the videos. Now, there are clicks in that as well. But I also hear during this time frame what can be interpreted as a firecracker sound, okay? But this sound is muffled. This sound is muffled, okay? However, it is a popping sound. It is a fucking popping sound, and you can interpret that as a firecracker sound, but you can also interpret that as that's a possible fucking gunshot. That is an absolute possibility that's actually a gunshot that you're hearing. It's muffled. There's a couple reasons why I think that is. One, it's inside the house. So it's not going to be hearing a gunshot right outside. Like the dog barking, you hear. The reason why you hear the dog barking so loudly and clearly is because the dog is outside and closer to the camera. That popping sound is not the same. The popping sound is muffled. The popping sound is occurring from inside a dwelling, inside walls. But to me, that does sound like what you would hear as a firecracker, okay? Now, Bethany, you little liar, you. Now, it's not going to sound like a little popping sound, though, inside the house. It's not. If they're using a silencer of some sort, there's still going to be a sound, though. It's going to be muffled. It's not like the fucking movies, though, okay, where it's like that little air sound, and there's no. You're going to hear it. Of course, it's going to be not like it's not going to be like a regular gunshot sound. It's going to be muffled, but not to the degree that you think it's going to be muffled. So could you say that's kind of a firecracker? Possibly. But I hear a popping sound, what I could interpret as a firecracker sound from that distance, being inside a dwelling. That is definitely a popping noise. There is definitely a popping noise there. It's not the click of a camera switching or a segment of time, and then you hear a popping or a clicking noise. That's not. You hear that in the video. That's a different sound. That is a different sound. This is what I'm talking about. Is not that. It's not that. I'm trying to think. It's at the. I think it's at the. Oh God, now I can't remember. I think it's like 4:13:29, somewhere around that time frame. So I'm gonna write that down. So, and I should show it to you guys. But I think it occurs at 4:13:29. In fact, I'm going to do that right now, and I'm going to end this video because that's all I want to do with this video, just to let you know. Wow. And if you guys already seen that, know that, you probably already do. First time I'm kind of actually looking at that segment. Wow. That is some fucking bullshit, man. That is some real bullshit there, Moscow Police Department. I mean, I know you're bullshit to begin with, but good grief. So what's your explanation of the dark sedan that drives by the same route at 4:24? This is supposedly in your stupid ass timeline that you followed with one of the prime suspects. They're driving right by, right after the murders. Well, where's this car going? Who is that car? You sons of bitches. You're dirty bastards. Moscow, you need to be federally investigated. Your whole police department needs to be shut down to figure out what the hell you're doing here, who you're trying to cover for, what you're covering here. You need to be shut down, Moscow Police Department. Idaho governor, you prick too, probably. You better, I hope you're listening. I hope you're listening to anybody else. Well, it doesn't matter to be me. I hope you have some common sense and some ethics and morals to you. You need to look into Moscow Police Department ASAP. And you need to look at what they did in this case and what they're trying to cover up here. Big time. Moscow, you should not have a police department. You should not. You are dirty, slimy sons of bitches. Okay, then explain to me what that car is driving right by the murder scene in your timeline 1 minute after the murders or whatever, 2 minutes after the murders occurred. What car is that? What car is that? Oh no, you want us to follow this other stupid white fucking car all around the fucking town, which I don't think that's Brian Koberger's car. I could say that's one of the other perps. But who's this other car? Did you vet that? Did you find out what car that was? That just drove right by the murder scene 1 minute later? Fuck you, Moscow. You should be shut down immediately. There needs to be a full investigation of all your police officers that night, what they were doing, where they were, and then what needs to be investigated is how you investigated this case. What did you do? Who did you talk to? How did you eliminate suspects? What did you do with the evidence? Why didn't you follow? What did you do with this freaking dark sedan? What did you do with that? Who did you try to find out who that was? No. You rotten bastards. You rotten bastards. You know, Serpico. I think of fucking Serpico here. But this is like 10 times worse. Well, maybe equally. But the point is, Moscow, your police department needs to be shut down immediately. There needs to be a full-scale investigation of what all these elements are. Immediately. So I don't know who would have the common sense, integrity, ethics, and morals to do this. But it needs to happen. It needs to happen, and it needs to happen as soon as possible here. This is absolute garbage. Garbage. And again, I can't believe you think people would be stupid enough when this stuff is coming out. I can't believe you think people would be stupid enough to just ignore all of this. Wow. I'll tell you, Idaho, I'll tell you, you got some major problems going on in your state, especially in University of Idaho land. That's again, you never want to have one entity, single entity, controlling your entire town, because this is the kind of shit that can happen. Then we got a corrupt as fuck police department trying to do their best to cover up crimes, because if we don't, we are going to seriously jeopardize our one and only benefactor. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. All right, my lovelies. I just wanted to throw that out there. All right, let's go. All right, let's go, guys. Now, this is from Jules. If you don't know her already, go check her out. Subscribe to her. This is where I'm getting this from. 413. Hey, the car's already made a pass. We're led to think the white car now is parked and is about to enter the house, okay? There is a popping sound there. Okay, now guys, I'm gonna back that up. Okay, I want you to listen. It occurs around 4:13:29. It's faint. It's not. You have to listen. Okay. I could be totally wrong in my interpretation, but if there is, I'm trying to think about that firework crap. Just listen. It's hard to hear, but it's a popping sound. It's a popping sound. Now, again, it could be something else. It totally can. So I'm not being stupid on that point here. But just listen. I'll play it a couple. Listen. I'll try to 4:29-ish. 29 seconds-ish. See that? Hear that? Right there. You hear this crack. You hear this crack. I'm going to go back just a little bit. 4:24. Listen for this cracking sound. It sounds like a little cracking. Listen. 4:28 to go into 4:13:28 going into 4:13:29 seconds. Listen. Hear that? It's like a snap. It's like a snap. Like a snapping sound. Yes, that's one thing that caught my attention. And then I want to show you the dark sedan that drives by at approximately 4:24. Okay? Okay, 4:23:17. I'm going to let it roll from there. You're going to see the dark sedan. Where's my pen? You're going to see the dark sedan. Sorry, guys. You're going to see the dark sedan come up this way. And it's going to turn to the, I think it turns down this way. But you're going to see it come from this direction. This is, again, right after the murders happened, supposedly. Right after. Not Brian Koberger's car. Okay, and keep in mind, from the dog, you're going to hear the dog barking throughout. The dog is barking here. Continuously barking. There's like a 10-minute stretch where the dog just keeps barking and barking and barking and barking. Apparently nobody hears anything. Nobody hears anything. Nobody sees anything. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, so watch. Here we go. Dog barking his ass off. Yep. Hey, Dylan, Bethany, where are you? What are you doing? You don't hear that? Dylan, you don't hear the dog barking? That's pretty loud. The dog is outside, right by the house. Right by the house. And here comes our second perpetrator. Dog keeps barking and barking and barking. Doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. And here comes our car coming up. Here he comes. Here they go. right around 4:24. Here it is. Dog keeps barking his ass off. Dylan and Bethany, what are you doing right now? Here it is, guys. Here's your other perpetrator. There you go. Ain't Brian Koberger's car. Who's that? Who's that car, Moscow Police Department? There you go. Dog keeps barking. There's your other perpetrator. Moscow Police, who's that car? Did you ever ID that car? Did you ever get the FBI involved to figure out who was driving or what kind of car that is? Did you ever try to get FBI involved to try to figure out what kind of car that is? Because that's, 2 minutes after the fucking murders, according to your dumbasses. You dirty, rotten bastards. You corrupt sons of bitches. Explain to me who's driving that car. Explain to me what kind of car that is and the methods that you used to track down what kind of car that is. Yet you want us to follow this white car all around Moscow, Idaho. Now, that white car could be involved, sure. And that's not Brian Koberger's car. That's your other perpetrator. The first perpetrator leaves, dog keeps barking throughout this whole time period. That's your second perpetrator leaving the crime scene. 2 minutes right after the murders occur. The other perpetrator now, they leave now. You see? Do you see now, people on the other side of the wall? Do you see now? If you don't see, then tell me what kind of car that is and why Moscow Police, tell me why they didn't get the FBI involved to find out what kind of car that is. Who's driving that car? What that car was doing in the area right after the murders occurred, driving right by the same route that the other car did. Fuck you, Moscow. You need to be shut down immediately. You corrupt scumbags. All right, my guard. Hey. As more comes out, the more we see. This is absolute ridiculousness. Absurd. This is absurd. And the dog, by the way, this runs till 4:30. The dog doesn't stop barking. The dog keeps barking and barking and barking and barking and barking. Different tones, different barks, same dog. Bethany and Dylan, you should be in fucking jail right now. Both of you. And you should have never, ever, ever been let go in the first place. You people. Moscow, Idaho. Oh my goodness. That's all I gotta say right now, my lovelies and lolls and lads and dudes. But this is, you talk about absurd. This takes the fucking cake. Bye-bye, lovelies. We'll be on later, okay? I love you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Wonderful day.
And as a tribute to this, here's a nice little ending song, nice little clip to wrap this one up, all right? I think it fits with anger and corruption. And you know what? We're not going to stop until we know what happened here. We're going to call this Hammer of the fucking Gods. And we're going to keep hammering and hammering and hammering until we find out what the fuck they did. Absolutely.